Most people think building wealth starts when you earn a six-figure salary, but in reality, something much more important happens much earlier. Everything starts to change after your first $20,000. At first, saving money feels painfully slow. You try to set money aside, but life keeps getting in the way. Rent or mortgage payments, car expenses, groceries, unexpected bills. Every month you promise yourself you'll save more, but progress feels tiny. Maybe you manage to save your first $1,000, then a few thousand, and it still feels like you're barely moving forward. That's why most people quit during this stage, because the first phase of building wealth is the hardest. But once you reach around $20,000, something interesting starts to happen. First, you've already built the most important habit: saving money consistently. Getting to $20,000 usually means you've learned how to control spending, track your money, and prioritize your future over short-term wants. That habit alone puts you ahead of most people. Second, your money finally starts working for you. When your savings or investments reach around $20,000, the effects of compound growth begin to feel real. If that money is invested in something like a broad S&P 500 index fund, a typical market year could add $1,600 to $2,000 in growth. Suddenly, your investments are doing some of the work, not just your paycheck. And that changes how you think about money. Instead of feeling like you're doing everything alone, you start seeing progress from the system you built. Third, confidence changes everything. Reaching your first $20,000 proves something important. You can do it. Saving money no longer feels impossible. It becomes a challenge you already know how to solve. That confidence pushes people to invest more, save more, and stay consistent. And consistency is where real wealth begins. Because once you've built that habit, the next milestones come faster. $20,000 turns into $40,000. $40,000 turns into $80,000. And eventually, compounding begins to accelerate the process. But the hardest part will always be the beginning. That slow, frustrating stage when progress feels invisible. That's why the first $20,000 matters so much. It's not just money. It's the moment when saving becomes a habit, investing becomes real, and your financial momentum finally begins. So if you're still working toward that first 20K, don't get discouraged. The beginning is always the toughest part. But once you reach that milestone, everything starts to change, and the path to financial freedom becomes much clearer.